Welcome to Unlock Ukraine, podcast series by Promote Ukraine. My name is Alexandra, and today we have a wonderful guest, French journalist and film director, and currently member of European Parliament, Raphaël Glucksmann. Raphaël, nice to meet you, and we are happy having you here today.
And I'm very happy you invited me, and very happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you. So let's start. As I already mentioned, you are a journalist and you're a filmmaker. You made a documentary about Orange Revolution in Ukraine, and currently you're a member of European Parliament. So how does your previous experience working as a journalist help you on your current position as a chair of special committee dealing with combating disinformation?
I have an experience of looking for the facts and looking for truth and digging in very complicated topics. And that's precisely what I'm doing for more than 3 years now, investigating on all the Russian networks and Chinese networks in European Union. You have to dig in corruption issues, you have to dig in cyber attacks, you have to look for disinformation campaigns. So it's quite close, actually. And also my previous job as a journalist allowed me to actually get to know Ukraine and the Ukrainian fight for freedom way before February 24th, 2022. And so this helps me, and I see my current position as a continuation of what I was doing before.
Yes, thank you. So let's talk a bit more about propaganda. In his book, This Is Not Propaganda, Peter Pomerantsev, one of the most prominent researchers on propaganda, he stressed the fact that the patterns of Russian disinformation and propaganda keep evolving in different countries. So while Russian intervention goes beyond its own borders and increases in intensity, I personally think that the world has to react swiftly. So what lessons can be learned on disinformation in view of Russian aggression?
The first thing is you have to analyze what Russians are doing for a very long period and what's their objective, their strategic objective. Strategic objective is not, and Pomerantsev is actually saying that from the start, but their strategic objective is not to be believed. It's not to promote their narrative lines. They're not like, let's say, Morocco or whoever is doing propaganda stuff, promoting the image of the country, the interest of the country. No, that's not what they are doing. What they are doing is spreading chaos. What they want is that you don't believe in anything. What they want is actually to make our democracies impossible to govern and to rule. For instance, we have analyzed many Russian disinformation campaigns in Europe. But the interesting fact is that they can promote two very opposite lines exactly at the same time. For instance, in Spain, they will promote Catalonia's independent radicals, independentists, and at the same time promote ultra-nationalist Vox, which are the two most opposite sides of the Spanish public debate. Why are they doing that? They want chaos. Same way in US, they will actually promote the most radical elements of Black Lives Matter and the most radical elements, opposite elements of All Lives Matters. Why? Because they want chaos. Same happens in France, in Germany, everywhere. So what we need to understand is that they don't have a traditional goal of pushing for some interest. They have a goal of nihilistic nature. And this is very much connected to the intrinsic nature of the Putin's regime. And Putin's regime is based on this nihilistic attitude. If you take somebody like Surkov, which Pomerantsev would focused on in his work, Surkov is actually promoting disbelief even more than a belief in the Kremlin's propaganda. And this is the natural difference between usual propaganda machinery and Russian one. And this is why Russian one is actually much more dangerous for our democracies than the other influential campaign.